On the drive here, start with a P1 ball and your APOC in NMT. Then you're moving rings right. Here we're gonna move a little bit more right than the logic says for APOC 7, APOC 6 and also APOC 5. And the reasoning for that is that we are not going to have as much curl as we do have with APOC 8. 5.5 top spin and 2 right spin. Strongly recommend to play with a P3 ball as per minimum, as a P2 ball will most likely be outside the check, and then just going to be a bunch of guesswork and stuff like that. It's also that with a P3 ball you get a completely slow needle on the drive, which is very helpful. Max curl to the right, and here I'm not using too much topspin, and the reasoning for that is to allow myself to have consistent bounces. We don't want to bounce and then roll down that little hole there to roll up to approximately 405 to 410 yards. If you do want to safeguard, you may feel that, okay, I might be a little bit short here sometimes, I would strongly recommend that you do play with a P4 ball or better if so. It's not that you're gonna be like massively out with a P3 ball, but it might be an awkward situation and stuff like that on the approach. So using a P4 and a P5 ball is going to be helpful to always make sure you have the distance on the approach. On the second shot, we are more or less always going to be at a max line with our P3 ball, or let's say like this, we're gonna put our target at max line, and we're always gonna do 2 left spin and whatever top spin that gets the ball guideline to be just short of the hole. Now I do understand that not all cat levels can play this type of shot because we're using a lot of top spin. If you do play with a P4 or a P5 ball here, ensure to put yourself at plus a 12-yard mark, as that's what we're gonna use as our reference. When it comes to our adjustment, we are going to play this one with not that much adjust, this as we're going to use underpower in the end. This is the most tailwind angle. I'm using the bushes in the background as my reference. So when it comes to our adjustment, we are going to set that to be 46% slider with 5% elevation P3 numbers, and then we're going to do wind angle tweaks with different amount of underpower to get that ball in the hole. But make no mistake, this is a very difficult par 5, but you will always be safe. You're not in any risk of losing out on the eagle, and I mean, with the precision and you hit perfect, you never know what's going to happen. Get our guide on patreon.com/golf-tommy.